hello and welcome. This is the second attempt of this live broadcast today. I lost my internet connection on the last one. I'm Moshe Amsel, host of the Law Firm Growth Summit. Really excited to be here in our production studio at Dynamic Productions USA in Orangeburg, New York, where we're going to be doing our production tomorrow for the Law Firm Growth Summit. And the purpose of today's live broadcast is a few things. Number one, just give you a little sneak peek behind the scenes. Number two, let you meet some of our speakers. We've got a couple of them in the green room that can't wait to jump on and have a conversation together. And number three, to get you off the fence. If you've been thinking about joining us for the Law Firm Growth Summit and you haven't registered yet, first of all, what's the big deal in registering? It's free. You don't need to buy a plane ticket. It's virtual. But I also am going to show you all the reasons why you might want to consider joining us tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, May 21st, May 22nd, May 23rd, 2024 for the Law Firm Growth Summit. So real quick, let me give you a quick sneak peek here in the production studio. I'm going to use my iPhone for this to show it to you. And then I'm going to bring on our speakers and we'll have a chat. We're here at Dynamic Productions Studio, and this is the room where the magic's going to be happening tomorrow at the Law Firm Growth Summit. So this is our main stage production room. You can see right here is our video wall. Here are the cameras that are going to be focusing on the speaker who's up there, which is going to be me, but hey, they've got all the controls. All the magic happens on this on these computers. I don't even know what they all do. I'm not going to try to make believe that I do, but this is where you're going to see our multi-panel presentations, our main stage presentations are all going to be broadcast from this room. And we actually have Alexandra and Jan are right there. They're going to be joining us here on this live presentation as well. All right. We have Jan Roos and Alexandra Watkins with us. How you guys doing?
Doing good,
Great.
Moshe.
All right. So actually, I'm realizing that we're streaming on Instagram, and it's gonna kind of like um, um, get just the center of the screen. So let me see if I can. No,
I'm
you
just,
guys,
I'm
I,
just trying to get
you,
Moshe.
no, you guys are fine. I'm gonna play around on my end. I'll go to stuff like this, and then just yeah, there we go. All right. So
Brady
um,
Bunch.
Oh, there we go. I love it.
yeah. Okay, it's very primitive. Listen, I'm not a producer by trade, so we'll just play with it and run with it and have a conversation. But really excited to have you guys in the room. And let me just ask you, Alexandra, start with you. Uh, Leading up to this event, there's been a lot of talk about it, a lot of hype, a lot of people out on social talking about it. You've been out there talking about it. What do you think is like the most exciting aspect of it that people should be like, wow, I didn't even think of that, or that's really exciting. I should join for that reason.
Well, there's 40 speakers, and it was really, look, I applied to be a speaker months ago, and I felt like, gosh, why haven't I heard from them? And you got so many applications for speakers, and you only chose a fraction of us. So I know everyone is truly an expert.
Yeah, that's awesome. So we'll just add to your number because the round number here is 50 speakers for this event.
Oh,
We were going with 40 plus, but we snuck somebody in there, so we went from 49 to 50. So we have 50 speakers at the event. And if you guys are wondering, like, okay, who are said speakers? Let me just make sure I'm on the right screen here when I share this. But I'm going to share my desktop. and you should be able to see my browser here. 40 plus experts reveal their secret to rapid growth. And first of all, here is our lineup in a nice, beautiful graphic right at the top. But if you go a little further down, you can see our keynote speakers: Allison Williams, Sean Callaghan, Megan Riley, Brett Tremblay, and then all of our speakers lined up here. And you're probably going to be familiar with some of these. I mean, if you've been in the legal industry for any bit of time, you should know some of these speakers. Further down the page, you can see the schedule, the agenda. And by the way, not all the speakers are on this agenda that you're seeing here, because the event is 3 days long, but I couldn't fit all the speakers into the event. So this time we're doing a bonus component of this. So if you go all the way down here to the bonus section, you'll see that there's a number of speakers here in the bonus session. These are going to be available to you to consume at the after the event. Basically over Memorial Day weekend, we're going to keep this open and allow you to consume those sessions at the after the event is finished broadcasting live. So really excited about that new component as well. And really good point, to your point, Alexandra, that 50 speakers and they're experts. I mean, we had over 70 speaker applications. I think it was actually 80 by the time we were done. And then there are still people reaching out saying, oh, I missed your email about, is it too late? So there would have been even more applications if people just checked their email. And there's definitely people who we've had in multiple years that are not here this year that for whatever reason, they didn't apply. Maybe there was a conflict. So really, there's a lot more potential here for that. Jan, what is your? I just lost him, so we'll get back to him in a moment. I'm sure he's going to jump back in as soon as he can. Here he is. So Jan, welcome back. I was just asking you, what is your number one? Like, wow, this thing is going to be incredible because.
Okay, I think one of the things, and I'm, I've been here since the first one, which I think we've talked about when we were doing the promotion on my podcast. But one of the things I've seen is the evolution of this that I think is so powerful for law firms is that it's really separated on tracks. And I think there's something to keep in mind with people that are signing up to a summit like this or anything else. There's good information, and there's good information for where you're at right now. And what I think is so powerful about what you guys did this year was separating things into different tracks. So there's a really good opportunity for people to self-sort on where it is that they're at in their law firm growth stage. Because to be completely honest, the kind of stuff that's going to take your firm from 2 million to 10 million plus or whatever is going to be totally different than if you're watching this and you're just trying to get your shingle hung and get to your first 100K. So I think there's really something for everybody as far as stages, and also just the breadth of topics here too. I mean, we've got people that are talking on marketing, sales, mindset, finance. If people are honest about where the gaps are, then I don't think I've ever seen a lineup as diverse as this that could potentially fill whatever that gap is for this in this next year, as far as what you're going to do between now and the next time there's Law Firm Growth Summit.
Yeah, I love that you shared that, Jan, because you're absolutely correct. Breaking it into tracks really helps to organize the speakers, organize the topics. And I'm just going to show you real quick, jump over to my web browser here. This is the lobby in the event. So we're using Zoom events this year. And this is what you see when you come in. But if you come here to the sessions, you can filter by the track that is relevant to you. So you can say, okay, I'm in the expansion phase. And if you want to know how those are defined, you can go back to lawfirmgrowthsummit.com. We have it written here, what they are. So basically, startup is till you're maxed out solo. And where was I? Get to the right page here. Startup is till you're maxed out solo. Expansion is basically from maxed out solo until between 1 and 2 million, and then legacy creator is from there and up basically. So you can see which sessions are specifically for the area that you're in, and I recommend to people that they operate from the future. So basically, I didn't mean to do that. basically you operate from where you want to be. So if you in 12 months from now, if you want to be in that expansion phase, then you should be attending expansion topics now, because you have to do the things that somebody who has the result that you're looking for will do or would do. This I have this a lot with my coaching clients, and I really try to encourage them to understand that the investment comes before the result, right? So if you want to get to $1 million in revenue, you have to act like $1 million business owner, which means you can't be the only attorney in the firm. You can't not be willing to spend $100,000 in marketing, right? The $1 million is going to come as a result of having the staff to support it, as a result of investing in the marketing to support it. And that's where you have to operate from. It's like, okay, if I'm at 2 million right now and I want to get to 3, 4, 5, okay, you got to be in that legacy creator track. You can't be living in the expansion track. It's just not going to do it for you. So really love that you shared that. And let's go back and just talk about, besides for your session, what is the session you're most excited for? If you look at the lineup of speakers, and if you're not familiar, go to lawfirmgrowthsummit.com while we're talking, take a quick look. But I'm assuming that there's somebody there that you're like, hey, I would love to hear that person speak. For me, I'm actually most excited for all of our keynote speakers. But there's one in particular that I'm really excited to have on our stage, because I think that the legal community doesn't really know who he is, even though he's been out there. And he's just such an incredible speaker. And there's going to be some real shifting in people's energy and beliefs and everything when he gets on stage. And that's Sean Callagy. So I'm really excited about Sean's talk on stage. And I believe he's scheduled for day 1. So I'm going to pull up that schedule real quick and take a look here. Sean Callagy is keynoting at 4 p.m. Eastern on day 1. So that's tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, if you want to join us for that talk. Alexandra, which session are you excited about besides for yours? We'll talk about yours in a moment.
Well, okay, I'm not an attorney, right? So there's a bit, I'm fascinated by the world of attorneys. So one that I'm really excited to attend is Conrad Sam's session, which is 3:00 Eastern tomorrow, called Tactics Aggressive Law Firms Are Using to Kick Your Ass. Because I'm just really intrigued by that session title.
Yeah, Conrad, he likes to have these in-your-face titles for his sessions. Even for his webinar leading up to the summit, he had, a title that was something along the lines of, how marketing firms are ripping you off or something like that, right? So, love his style and his ability to just be like, look, this is how it is, and not be afraid to put it out there. So Conrad's going to be great. He has 2 sessions actually. So he has one on the main stage on day 1, and then he has a breakout session. I don't have that schedule in front of me when that is. See if I can find it really quick. It's on day 2 at 12:30, and it's called How Marketing Agencies Lie to You, aka KPIs That Really Matter. So like I said, that's his style. Really like it. Good stuff. Jan, which session are you excited about?
I'm really excited to see Charlie Mann's presentation on the referral strategies. And this is partially because I think it's something I'm looking for right now to help our business and a little bit of our client stuff. So I think who wouldn't want to have more referrals? And also just from knowing Charlie and some of the stuff he's put out there, he's got a really good holistic view of things. And every single time I see the stuff that he's putting into process, it's super well done. So I'm really, really stoked to see what he's got coming up for that day.
Awesome. All right, let's jump back to Alexandra. And what are you speaking about and when?
I am a brand name expert. So I am speaking about how to brand your law firm with a distinctive name and I will be speaking on Thursday at 4:30 Eastern.
Awesome. Thursday at 4:30 Eastern. And you know what? I really think that this is a underutilized topic. I think that people don't really recognize the true depth and breadth and value of this topic. But let me just lay it out there. If you engage a PPC company to run ads for your firm on Google, and you have a firm title that's Schwitzler, Howler, and Nienerfeld, um, they're going to put a URL up there that says traffic tickets for Des Moines.com. They're not using your name when they're running ads for you because nobody wants to click on your ad, right? They're looking for a solution to a problem. Your law firm should be the solution to that problem. The name of your firm should be representative of the solution to that problem. The second piece of that is when you go to sell your firm, if your firm is Moshe Amzel Legal Attorneys Incorporated, right? And someone else goes to buy it, they're not Moshe Amzel. They're not interested in having your name. They have no identity there, so they're basically buying your name for the name that you created, but then you're gone. So then what? Then, the name doesn't carry on forever. Eventually it loses its value. It really doesn't make it something that's transferable in that way. So I think that there is a huge potential for firms to get with the times and name their law firm something that makes sense for who their target market is, what their passions are, what they're selling. So you definitely want to go and attend Alexandra's session. Tell us again the title and the date and time of that.
It's called How to Brand Your Firm with a Distinctive Name. It is on Thursday at 4:30 Eastern, and I have so many great examples of the good, the bad, and the rad.
Awesome. Love that. Okay, we'll jump over to Jan. And Jan, I'm going to try to figure out how to put you in the middle. Let's see. Let's see if I get you in the middle. Nope, that's me. So let's take me out and then add me back. Nope. We'll try one more time. One more time to get him in the middle.
Hey, okay.
Nope.
Okay, that's all good.
All right, I'm just going to jump out. So, Jan, let us know what you're going to be speaking on and when and where.
Okay, cool. So my presentation is called Beyond Search, How to 23x Your Total Addressable Market and Scale Past Google. We're bringing in some stuff that's been in the skunk works for the last year, but it's been pretty mind-blowing the kind of results we've been able to get. To kind of tease it out a little bit, there's been obviously a huge focus on search advertising for a really long time in the legal space. But we found that when you're able to go beyond it, which takes some stuff that I'm going to go over in the presentation, the outcomes are fantastic. And to just kind of tease out what we've been able to do, I got these numbers this morning from a campaign that we're running in family law right now. If anyone's been advertising on Google for that, we're talking sometimes $30, $50 per click, $200, $300.
Uh-oh. Did we lose him? Or do we lose me?
Per day. And these are people who are same quality. We're actually going earlier in the process, so we're able to defend it before people are going to Google, which has some really interesting implications, regardless of whether you're an
Alexandra, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure it's not me and it's him. But guys, we will we will get this sorted out for you. Let's see, he's calling back in now.
Okay, wait, what's the last bit you got?
Oh my goodness. So you were talking about, well, I'll just let you pick up, go back about 90 seconds or so.
Okay. Beyond search, how to 23x your total addressable market. All right. So, I mean, the big picture here is how to go beyond Google. And there's three major reasons you'd want to do that. If you want to lower your customer acquisition cost, if you want to get the clients that aren't searching on Google. And there's a lot of really interesting stuff we go in different practice areas on this. And the third thing is, if you're already crushing it on Google, how can you add to that and potentially get to the situation where you're getting everybody who's making the decision today, and you're also getting everyone who's going to be making the decision in a week or two, which is how to prevent your competition or ever even getting a chance to advertise against you. And we're going to go over some crazy examples. We've got asbestos cases that we're getting for less than the cost of an individual click on Google. I think where I got cut off last time, we've got family law attorneys that are booking 4 consultations a day on leads that cost $35 a pop, which is crazy. And it's a complete paradigm shift between what's been pretty much the standard in digital marketing for the last 10 or 15 years. It's a huge opportunity for people who have already tapped out their existing market. I think it's a big opportunity for people who don't want to do Google for whatever reason. But we're going to go in some real live case studies from the skunk works over on my team. We've had a lot of fun with in the last year or so. Never before seen stuff.
I absolutely love that. I mean, Google doesn't work for a lot of people for a lot of different reasons, or they've maxed it out, they've tapped it out, and those are the larger firms, and then the smaller firms, you can't invest in Google because you can't really get success in Google until you have a certain level of spend. So there's that messy middle in between where they're trying to play with the big boys. They're willing to spend some money. I mean, I had talked about before that you have to be willing to spend at the level that you're at, that you want to be at, right? But even if somebody wants to be at $1 million and can get behind spending $10,000 a month, by the time you're done with an agency fee of $3,000 a month and then $1,000 a month of other stuff you need to do, you've got $6,000 left to spend on Google. $6,000 a month will get you some results, but it's going to be poor or mediocre results at best because you're just not putting enough money there. The real results are going to come in the $20,000, $30,000 range. And it's not just because Google wants more money. It's because you don't get enough data to be able to improve your campaigns to the point where they're efficient because of that. So, and I should really move my face over because we're talking on Instagram, get us into the middle here. But I love that there's alternatives, and I'm all about the alternatives. Our small businesses should be checking them out, and our large businesses should be checking them out. So maybe the only people who shouldn't be checking them out are the ones who are currently achieving results on Google and have not yet maxed it out. Maybe you shouldn't, but even then, I think that if you can take what you're doing and just like exponentially increase it with these additional, results that Jan is going to get you. I was going to ask you, well, what are those other things? But I think people should go and attend your session to find that out. So you're speaking when again?
It's going to be 12:30 on Wednesday. Oh, let me reset myself.
Put you back in the middle. 12:30 on Wednesday, and the title of your session one more time.
It's going to be Beyond Search: How to 23x your total addressable market and scale past Google.
Awesome. Beyond Search: how to scale your addressable market by 26x. That's crazy.
23x. Yeah, we'll go into some numbers that goes into that. So, but it's backed up.
Awesome. I love it. I always love everything that you're doing because you do a lot of testing and a lot of work with the data, and that's really where the results come from is the true numbers. And so, so many people tout results, but those results are one specific case, and really, they're not even using the real numbers. That's not you at all, and you do a great job with that. So really appreciate it, folks. We're talking about the Law Firm Growth Summit, and the Law Firm Growth Summit kicks off tomorrow, and it is virtual. It is free. There's absolutely no reason you should not be signed up for this. Let me jump over and just quickly show you one more time where you should go, what you should see. This is my web browser at lawfirmgrowthsummit.com. Ignore the fact that I have 7 million tabs open. This is where all the information is, but get your not $997 but free ticket right now. Click this link, put your info in. Yes, give me my ticket, and that's it. You are registered. We go live tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Breakfast networking. Expo booths are open. 10 a.m. we kick off our very first session. If you want to know what, when, where, you can come in here and right there is your agenda for day 1, 2, and 3. You can see when everybody is talking. My graphics designer, Tina, did a great job in laying this all out for you. And if you jump into your Zoom event, you can come in here and you can say, I want to attend this one, I want to attend this one, and then you can come over here to your itinerary and you can see all the sessions that you said you want to attend out there on your calendar. You can even export it to an ICS file, import it to your calendar so you don't forget, and make sure that you're not missing any of them. In here is the expo area. You also have a people area where you can connect with a bunch of people here in the event. And you can see if they're a speaker, a sponsor, or an attendee. And we've got lots of attendees in here. Really excited about all of them being there and what they're all here for. And you can also set up your profile. So if you come in here, just go to my profile, you can set up your profile and make sure that you have the ability to connect with other people as well while you're there. Again, really excited about this. Go to lawfirmgrowthsummit.com. If you want to see these 4 amazing keynote speakers, if you want to see your other speakers, 46 other speakers, you definitely want to come and attend the Law Firm Growth Summit. I really appreciate Jan and Alexandra for you guys being here. Thank you very much. I don't see any questions, so we're going to end it here. I apologize to everybody for the late start of this one because we had some technical issues with the other one. My team has already gone and deleted that from the internet, so this should be the only one that you're seeing. And we'll finish this off with a little promo reel for you guys. But Alexandra and Jan, thank you for being here with us. And here you guys go.